It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Jameis Winston. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. Hold on tight. We're in for an exciting one. And it comes your way next.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we've been around for a minute, as the kids like to say. I called your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league, and we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, and it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula. You got to be in the fire, make mistakes, make great plays, learning lessons. The more you see, the better you get. And no position is that more magnified than in the NFL at the quarterback position. So the fact that these guys have played so many games, so many seasons, they've seen so much, that's a huge advantage for each of these teams. Now the question is, in today's matchup, who comes out on top?
The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, couple of years with the Broncos. And now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
Now, Mike, he's coming off a game where his touchdown to interception ratio wasn't exactly ideal. But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters in this league is wins and losses. He was able to escape with the win, and that's all that matters when it's all said and done. But having said that,
right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
This is a defensive coordinator just testing the waters. How is your protection plan? Do you have a plan for any linebacker or second-level pressures? Well, I think we got the answer in this one because they had no answer for it, and you can bet he's going to continue to dial those up.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And they're going to get him again. Remarkable. How about that to start the game? 2 sacks on the first 2 plays.
So offensive play caller, he's got to help out his offensive line right now. Some screens, some quick game, some run game. They've got to slow down this pass rush because so far here early have had no answers for it.
And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first point on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
So now, following the safety to open the scoring, it's 2-0, and here's the free kick from the 20. Oh, he's got room past the 30. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the former #1 overall pick back in the 2015 draft, former Heisman winner as well, Jameis Winston.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, he's going to be a hard group to beat.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Once again, it's Chubb. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. We are through 1. It's a tight, hard-hitting game early on. And we're back to the Steel City after this. They run out of the gun, and it's Chubb. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And he'll be taken down.
Every team in the NFL wishes to come into each week's game and win the line of scrimmage battle. And in this case, I think it's pretty clear which side is winning. Great first drive, primarily on the ground.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? He slams it in there, and he is in. Nick Chubb, touchdown. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Here's Chubb. And he'll go down, back at the 4. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No 2-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll be searching for a way to get on that scoreboard for the first time. Now down 8-0 as they'll start this drive, 1st and 10. Oh, he coughs up the football. But he'll gather it back in. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun, it's Wilson.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. Now a second timeout called by the defense. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in the second quarter. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. The visitors' offense and Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next possession. He's put together some kind of campaign. Currently 2nd in the NFL in touchdown receptions amongst wideouts. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jerry Jeudy for the touchdown. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Makes the score. Visitors 15, Steelers nothing.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. Wilson lines up in the pistol. Going to get that into the hands of his receiver, Mike Williams. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. Now it's Wilson. He's going to take a shot down the field. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. So just like that, we're at halftime. It was a very up-tempo first half of play. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin in the AFC South in Nashville. Tennessee hosting Jacksonville. And it's the Titans out in front in that one. Will Levis with a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Tua with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Falcons. We saw a solid first half out of the workhorse Nick Chubb. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their star running back, Nick Chubb, set to take over once more. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Winston to throw on 1st down. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards for the touchdown. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. McLaughlin now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face.
Najee Harris. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17. at the 37-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop. 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. And that is intercepted by Denzel Ward. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Has a touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item one in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike. And now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. It's a return, and here comes Calvin Austin. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Steelers offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. The dangers of throwing when you are backed up. Quarterback trying to keep it alive and make a play. Instead, they bring him down, and it'll cost them 2 points.
I understand what the quarterback's trying to do here, Mike. He's trying to keep the play alive and buy some time for his receivers to work to get open. But backed up this close to his end zone, he's got to get rid of that ball because, as we just saw, the defense took him down for 2 points.
So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line. That is fielded at the 13. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They are looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on, as they're going to start this drive. 1st and 10. Now Winston. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Steelers' offense getting set to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Wilson. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Now an opening past the 30. Oh, and he'll be taken down. That is about the craziest situation you'll ever see. Huge gain on the play, but still not enough for the first down. To throw, here's Winston. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play.
Yeah, Mike, I'm not sure how popular this move is going to be on the other sideline. And listen, I understand in the huddle sometimes kind of players take it upon themselves to do things like this, but the call there has to be take a knee, move on, shake hands, and go to the locker room. But not in this case.
So it's a win for our visitors. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.